Welcome back, and look at that bad boy. We've got a special new offering from Bear Creek Arsenal to take a look at today. This is a 7.62x39mm upper with that really cool black and stainless spiral fluting. That's what we're taking a look at next on GBGuns. Wonder why this looks a little dirty? Well, that's because I've already shot this. This is not a new out-of-the-box video, if you will. Sorry about that. I was excited. We've shot a 7.62x39mm Bear Creek, the Bear Essential rifle, and it did pretty well. So when I learned about this offering, I got really excited, jumped on it, and here you have it. So we've got their spiral flash hider type setup, nice and gassed after a good day on the range. The stainless barrel, stainless steel, with black, looks kind of like a nitride coating on the outside, and there's spiral fluting. That fluting, by the way, shaves some weight off, which helps, especially when the barrel's as thick as it is back here. You see after the gas block it's considerably thicker. It also increases the total surface area, which helps the barrel cool a little better. Works sort of as cooling fins, if you will. And then most importantly is the cool factor, and that is that it looks cool. The handguard here gives us pick rail all the way out top. We've got M-lock slots at 3, 6, and 9, and QD points on left and right up front, as well as in the back, for those of you that are into it. This upper is as it comes from them, and you can see the alignment of the handguard to the upper receiver. If I get up on that line there on the crate, you can see it's perfect. Nice, rich black anodizing on this upper receiver. Good job there. The charging handle is your basic GI. Nothing too exciting about that. It is nicely anodized though. I've seen a lot of different anodizations, some of them darker, some of them lighter. This one, pretty good. Forward assist is standard GI, as is your ejection port cover. The bolt carrier group, and this is something I'm going to need to get a cleaning wipe after shooting it. Should have expected that. But their bolt carrier groups really impressed me on the Bear Essentials, and considering that they are a unique Bear Creek Arsenal part, I gotta say it's a good sign of what they care about and where their quality is. So this guy is nicely labeled 7.62x39mm. The light will shine on there. And it also has the MPI for magnetic particle inspected. So anyone who's worried about that, this has been tested to be strong. And that's particularly important on 7.62x39mm because this bolt face has to be opened up a little bit to accept the larger 7.62 casing. The carrier itself has a really beautiful finish to it. You can wipe all the carbon off and expose that shine that's on there. It's nice and slick, and they have this cool kind of angular cut, letting you know it's not just your basic boring GI piece. Full rail guidance along the edge here, and if I can get this pin out, 7.62 round is a little fat for getting in there, but it does the trick. Get our really dirty firing pin out, and pull cam pin to show you the extractor and a little better picture of the bolt. You can see the bolt has more of the classic phosphate coating on it. It's a little grayer than the carrier, which unfortunately means it is going to be a little tougher to clean. No tougher than GI spec, but not as easy as this carrier, and that just wiped right off. To take a look at the extractor, we're going to punch out this pin here. And yes, I use a firing pin all the time for that. That's a trick from the Army. Flipping it over, and you can see it's got the upgraded O-ring and the rubber piece inside the spring. So that's going to give it good, firm extraction power, which is important for, well, dealing with the steel cases that most 7.62x39mm ammo is. If you're curious about general performance of the Bear Creek 7.62x39s, make sure you check out our Bear Essential video on that. Well, I'm gonna have to hammer this back in. That's a snug fit, thanks to those that O-ring and that extra polymer piece there. There we go. And I don't have a hammer handy, so I'll finish that later off camera. But just wanted to show you what the overall build quality was like. And next you'll see accuracy footage, shooting 5-shot groups at 100 yards with a couple different loads to let you know, is 7.62x39 worth it in an AR, and is this particular upper worth considering and worth your hard-earned dollars. Now, we don't pull any punches, so let's get to the shooting, and I'll show you how it did. So out with the new Bear Creek Arsenal upper with that beautiful stainless and black fluted barrel, 16-inch 1 in 10 right hand twist. Got it on an American Defense lower using a loopholed scope for checking our accuracy. Got 4 different loads we're going to be shooting. All of them are 123 except for that guy. The Golden Tiger is 124 grain. That is loaded by Vimpel, the Russian military contractor. Then we've got some Wolf Performance 123, and for our brass case we've got Hornady's Black and the SSA by Nosler. Alright, so here's our accuracy results. The ammunition used next to it. These are 1-inch squares, so if you're wondering about group size, that's what you get. Not bad out of the Wolf Performance ammunition. Really was impressed there. What I like most about these Bear Creek uppers in 7.62x39 is they show you really what the cartridge is capable of potentially. The SSA by Nosler, once again, is our champion. One that's there that I would love to say I pulled. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But the point is, for any basic use, the 7.62x39 upper is going to be delivering more energy at practical ranges than your 223. And you've got very inexpensive ammunition like the Wolf available that's going to perform just fine for you. So if you're wondering about the setup that we used for this shooting, of course the upper is the Bear Creek Arsenal 7.62x39 upper with their stainless spiral fluted 7.62x39 barrel, worn mount holding a loopholed scope in, and the lower is from American Defense Manufacturing. It's one of those completely ambi lowers. This is a bolt catch and release. Trigger is Hyperfire, Hogue grip, Blackhawk stock. Nothing too fancy, but although these lowers aren't cheap, one could argue you could easily afford one after saving what you save with the Bear Creek upper. So now you've seen how this upper performed for us. I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. You know, Bear Creek doesn't ask a whole lot of money for these things. They certainly could ask more, but they don't. I like to think it's because they're more interested in spreading the love of shooting and helping more Americans be armed to either defend themselves or enjoy the hobby of shooting. But good, solid upper here. I'm excited that it's become a member of their lineup. A lot of things done right on this. Just seems like a smart build, and I don't think I'm going to do anything to this. I don't really, I mean, maybe change the ejection port cover just for aesthetics and the charging handle, but those are both very affordable options and easy to do when your uppers are so inexpensive. I hope you enjoyed this. Let us know what your experience has been with 7.62x39 ARs, and especially if it's Bear Creek. Thanks for watching.